tuned for another episode of the Coming Soon podcast with Spider.
Hello, everybody. We are live here, of course, at Mario's. I am here in San Antonio, Texas, my man. First of all, introduce yourself, guys. We'll go from left to right.
Isaiah.
All right, I'm Isaiah. I play bass for Militia.
Josh Stephenson, lead vocals and rhythm guitar.
Yo, my name's Shocky. You can refer to me as the lead guitarist of MILITIA2ix.
Our drummer, he couldn't make it today, but that's Carlos. He's our drummer, and we are MILITIA2ix.
Yes, sir. And of course, brother, and I got to ask you, man, because when I first ran into you guys, of course, on social media, man, I mean, Militia2ix, tell us about that name. What does that represent?
So basically, like the origin of the name really came from just like trying to find a name that really like is gonna like stand out from everybody else or just like sound good on paper, you know. So it really a lot of it came from the song Metal Militia by Metallica that was off of their tape of No Light to Leather, and also on Kill 'Em All as well. But like that song, I was like, that sounds fire, you know. Militia, so we try to, put all a little spin on it as well.
No, for sure, man. And of course, I mean, when it comes to, you mentioned Metallica, but when it comes to musical taste, man, I mean, we'll go from the left to the right again. What musical influence did you grow up with?
Mainly, I listen to Chris Novoselic from Nirvana, Andy Rourke from The Smiths, Lou Barlow from Dinosaur Jr., just stuff like that. I really like the alternative, genre of rock a lot growing up. That's mainly my influences.
Shit, man, how much time you got? I got a lot.
Let's go.
All right, but like just to keep it short, Diamond Head, Motorhead, early Maiden, like from Killers to like really like their first like 3 albums. Really like honestly, the new wave of British heavy metal has like a real like influence on me a lot because a lot of the riffs, a lot of the ways that the songs are structured and the melodies and some of the twin guitar attacks with like Judas Priest, just to name like a couple bands, those are great. And even like the American bands like Aerosmith, Megadeth, Slayer, Metallica, like just to name those go. I can go on and on.
No, for sure, man. And of course, what about yourself, man?
Yeah, my all-time favorite band is Nirvana. I love them. Black Sabbath. Love Black Sabbath. Tony Iommi is probably my favorite guitarist, just as far as how influential he was and just his sound and just how he approaches the guitar in general. And as far as maybe more modern bands, Turnstile is definitely my favorite hardcore band. There's definitely got me into that more heavier side of the music, at least in the more, modern day aspect, I guess you could say.
And the reason I was asking too, because of course I'm much older than you guys, but for me growing up, especially here in San Antonio, I mean, I had older siblings. My older sister was listening to Spanish rock, my older brothers were listening to AC/DC, a lot of the early '80s metal. Myself, I grew up in the beginning a lot of hip hop. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I grew up listening to a lot of hip hop. Got into, I think it was when I first heard Anthrax and Public Enemy do their collab. Like that shit blew my mind. I was like, damn. I was skateboarding at the time, so I was just like, damn. Did okay? You know what? It was new. Fishbone. I mean, a lot of bands with a lot of ska influence. Horns and all that stuff, man. But the reason I'm bringing that up is because for me, even now, like my when it comes to my playlist, man, it's all over the place, So I listen, I just put it on and whatever song plays, I'm good. But when it comes to you guys and your influence, I mean, of course, you guys play a certain style of music. Now, being that you have that influence, you have those favorite bands that you guys listen to, is your style kind of like feeding off their vibe, and then you guys are just kind of, tweaking it to your own sound?
Yeah, I would say, because if you just kind of heard what we all kind of said, it's not exactly the same. And, if we were to go deeper, it's not just rock. We all listen to hip hop. I like pop on it. Like we all like different types of music too. So I'd say especially early on when we started figuring out what we could even play together. It just seemed like, okay, maybe like this style of rock that we're, you know, just kind of naturally like, okay, we all like this kind of style and we can kind of go from there. And then it's kind of got bigger from there.
No, and for sure. And I mean, I've been following you guys for a minute, man. I mean, you guys have been getting playing a lot of gigs, you know, going out there. I mean, of course, every opportunity you get, it's experience. You know, you guys get to practice in front of an audience. But do you guys change every like you mentioned right now? Everybody does have a different background when it comes to taste of music, or for the most part. But when you guys play, do you guys change every event? Are you kind of like, hey, let's do a little bit more of this style, or is it just like the style that you guys have right now and just kind of improving that one?
Well, like we have like a set list, and then depending on how much time we have in between, like how many times we have days to practice, and versus like when the show's coming up, we'll maybe switch out like a song or two, and even some suggestions that we'll have during rehearsal. We'll be like, yeah, we should play this song or add this song to the set list, and then that song turns into like something that we gotta play it now. Like we can't like not play it, you know. So it goes like that.
No, and of course, I mean, when you guys are, you know, you're still playing gigs, of course, you know, you guys are out there. A lot of bands. I mean, I've been, you know, listening to music here since like 87, 88, you know, when it comes to like punk rock and early 80s metal, right? But when you guys get out there, I mean, every band kind of has a cover song. So is that kind of what you were talking about? I mean, do you guys play a cover, and like every time you guys play out there, you guys have to play that cover song?
Well, shit. Well, in the great world, you know, we got all originals all the time, and we got like a whole stockpile full of songs, and we can just come out. But in the beginning, like even the greats, like even the beginning, like they would have a couple original songs, but then they knew to play like that one or two song that would make the crowd like connect with them more because I heard that song on the radio before. Oh, that was one of my favorite songs, you know, like growing up. It just helps gel with instead of just having people, you know, like gamble on the fact that, hey, if we play 5 originals, everybody gonna get it by like the second or third, you know, time, you know. So it's not like that. You gotta add a little bit of covers, you know.
No, for sure, man.
I would say definitely not just like random.
The bangers,
like we're not just gonna play "Don't Stop Believing" Journey just because.
Oh no.
Not even if they requested, right?
Right.
Ain't happen, bro.
We're definitely still trying to cater to our style and the image we're trying to create as a band, you know.
But maybe it's been Ramones covers. We go hard on those. For real.
No, for sure, man. You see, and I was gonna say that too, man, because I think it was 89, 90, you know, I was listening to the Ramones, and my older brother comes in and he starts singing, and I'm looking at him like, how the hell do you know the Ramones, man? But I mean, they were around before I was around, you know what I mean? So they used to come out there too, man. So it kind of breaks that little age gap, you know. But yeah, you can't go wrong with the Ramones, bro. Definitely. Now, of course, man. I think you guys have posted, man. You guys have finally. I guess you guys played outside the state. Is that what it was?
Yeah, that was our first one we got back in November of last year. We hooked up with a couple bands, mainly Mantra. We met them through like a couple like DMs, just them checking us out up on IG, and you know us just showing love back to them. And then we actually did a show with them with like, you know, like the DRI show. We did that in September, and then we ended up meeting them up in November. So like that was great. That was like a really big goal for us to show like how serious, you know, that we are and how far we can take it. Because I knew that like if we had at least another state outside the state that we live in, like rock with us and like what we're doing over here, that it would create other opportunities for us to play, you know, elsewhere.
No, for sure, man. And of course, I mean, what was the reception for you guys when you guys played out of state?
I think it was crazy.
It was great. Chicago likes us, and we definitely love Chicago. And anytime we can go back to Chicago and play, like we trying to play at the Metro, but you know, if we get another chance to play at Rages again, hey, let's make it happen. Chicago, we love y'all.
Shout out Reggie. Shout out Reggie. For sure.
No, for sure. And I'm sure, you know, all that has to do with scheduling. I mean, I don't know as far as like work schedules for you guys, but I mean, is that something that you guys are kind of working on now? Like, you know, for the rest of the year, like maybe scheduling another gig outside the state or outside the city?
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We don't want to be confined to just the state that we live in. Because like that's not really like a market that we just want to just like just have and like, no, we want the whole world to know about us.
No, for sure, man. And of course, I mean, when it comes to being an indie band, because of course, right now you guys are starting off. I mean, your first single's coming out. What are your goals for this year? I mean, of course, the single's coming out now. Are you guys thinking, maybe like a split or maybe a full, like at the end of the year?
So at least in the near future, just as far as maybe a schedule, what you could expect from us. So we got our first single. You can call it a demo release coming out next Thursday, so a week from now.
Nice.
It's called Make a Play. We record it in a studio here in Fayetteville, self-produced, mix it ourselves.
Shout out Digital Wave Studios.
Right. And that's dropping next week. And then we got a show the next day on the Valentine's Day. We have about pretty much, we have 2 shows that weekend actually, the 14th and the 16th. Then we got another show that next week on like the 21st. Yeah, we have a bunch of shows to basically support and promote that single. And then we're expecting to possibly drop another single maybe the end of March. Okay. And then just gear up things so we can, in the future, maybe before summer, maybe get like an EP type thing out so we can go maybe on a tour, like a mini tour type of thing.
Right.
But
no, man, you see, and the reason I was asking because let's backtrack a little bit. When it comes to the single, what are you guys going to drop it on? Is it going to be on vinyl? Is it going to be like as far as like Spotify? Or?
Vinyl's crazy.
Right now it's just all going to be digital. Just you can expect it to be on all streaming platforms, SoundCloud, YouTube, all that type of stuff.
No, for sure. And of course, I mean, when I'm at vinyl, I mean, of course, you will need like a full set. But I mean, as far as compilation, I was saying, like, is it going to be on a compilation maybe like later on?
Word. Yeah. As of right now, we haven't had any offers. We haven't really reached out to anyone as far as that. But I mean, if anyone wants to hit us up and hook us up with that,
call us up. The phone will pick up.
No, for sure, man. And I'll definitely be plugging you guys in, man. Like I said, I mean, I've been wanting to get you guys on here for a while already. I mean, the fact that you guys are out there honing your skills and playing, like, I mean, I don't want to say every gig, but I'm sure, the opportunity goes, you guys won't say no. Let me ask you, what's been the craziest spot for you guys to play at since you started, man?
Craziest spot.
The craziest probably Blue. One of them is Blue. Or
the Neptune show, the first Neptune show?
Yeah, at Hopscotch.
Yeah, that was actually
so this summer we actually played it wasn't like a main stage festival show, but we played at a festival in Raleigh, North Carolina called Hopscotch Fest. It was like a club show, and it was definitely the biggest crowd and the best reception that we've seen, especially in a that was the first time playing there, right? Or second time.
That was like a second.
Because compared to our first time, it wasn't that crazy, but the second time it was just such a big difference, and it wasn't that long in the times between we played.
No, for sure, man. And of course, I mean, I'm sure you guys are networking. I mean, when you're out there, I mean, who are some of the like you mentioned as far as the DRI? You guys got to, I guess, open up for them. But are you guys networking and making I guess collaborations or getting numbers and links and just kind of getting ready, man? Because I'm sure, like you said, I mean, nobody has approached you guys yet. But once it hits, man, I mean, I'm hoping you guys get that momentum and get that push, because who knows, bro? You never know, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that a lot.
No, it's coming.
It's
coming for sure.
Yeah.
You see, and let me say this though, man, because of course, living here in San Antonio, man, I mean, the punk rock scene for me, was crazy. Like 87, 88, I was like 15, skateboarding and just freaking, young and dumb, right? I didn't know a lot, but I mean, I knew a lot of the bands that were out there, man, and it's mind blowing because for us here, I mean, we. San Antonio, there's a lot of Hispanics, right? I mean, of course, for the most part, there's a lot of Mexican Americans here. It wasn't different. Like, I mean, every once in a while, like we would see a punk rocker, African American, man, punk rocker. And, it wasn't a comment. So when I first saw you guys, I was like, man, my question is, was it hard for you guys when you started? I mean, because of the lineup, or what, did people just kind of like, okay, hell yeah, dude?
Oh yeah. It wasn't like, because like I said, in the beginning, it was just me and my brother. Yeah. And we were, like when we really decided that we were going to take it serious, like we made it like the something to be like to really focus on into playing with other people. Yeah. And during that part, a lot of it was like pulling teeth. Yeah. People wouldn't really take you serious, or scheduling or whatever excuse that they wanted to use, So I think that definitely helped out of us like stepping out and just talking with people. Hey, like you play, because we met because we worked together at a security job up in Durham, and just talking with him bringing up the fact that he plays guitar, and I was like, oh my God, this is great. Even if he wasn't playing guitar, like we would still be homies. So I knew like having those people around, because you can make music with 4 individuals, but if none of y'all don't really like rock with each other, y'all don't like each other, like it's gonna go, and y'all not gonna really like last long if y'all don't
no, for sure, man.
Like doing it. So
For sure.
So that was definitely something that we wanted to do.
No, man, for sure, bro. And of course, I mean, like you mentioned earlier, I mean, the fact that that you guys are musicians. I mean, you have your own taste when it comes to influence. The fact that you guys are making it work, of course, for one thing, man, that's pretty cool. I mean, the single, I mean, like you said, it's gonna be on stream. So of course, for those that are looking out for it, I'm sure that it's gonna be on your platform, which is as of right now, are you guys just on Instagram?
And Twitter and YouTube. For the most,
no, YouTube, man. I was gonna plug that in too, because I'm trying to push my YouTube this year, bro. I've kind of let it die for a little bit, but yeah, man. I mean, social media, bro. I mean, back I come from an era, man. Like when I used to interview bands, I used to have to write letters, bro. I used to have to put a stamp, mail it, wait 2-3 weeks to get something, if anything, every time people would ask me, like, hey, when's the next issue coming? And I'm like, dude, as soon as the interviews come back, bro, like, I don't know. As soon as I get them, I'll print another one out. But social media, man, I mean, it's freaking easier to access. It's easier to get, individuals like yourself on here. And I'm grateful for that, But let me ask you, I mean, social media does a lot. But do you guys see, like, okay, you guys do more in person when you're out there? Like, as far as followers and people to actually, like, fuck with you guys?
I'd say, at least in my experience, I'd say, especially when we first were starting, because we had been doing shows and stuff, but one of the biggest things I was saying was we have to make sure we're active on online. We have to at least get our presence up on there. And I'd say, because we just started doing shows before anything else. Like we practiced and we started doing shows.
A lot.
While we started, doing more shows, and then, maybe we get a couple followers here and there, and then there was eventually, I'd say maybe earlier last year, we had this post that it didn't go viral, but it got a lot of love, and our followers went up like 50 times, tremendously, from that. And then even now, like we'll go to like the local Food Lion here, and so like, hey, I think I saw you on Instagram. And it's like, oh yeah, like.
Which means
nice. Well, that's cool, man. I mean, at least you guys are getting some love locally, right? I mean, how is the scene for you guys locally? Let me ask you that.
We're trying to make it a scene.
Yeah.
You guys are the scene, right?
There's a small.
You so nice. That is great.
There's a small scene. Shout out Vanny Preem.
Yeah.
Shout out Punk Angels. Shout out Austin Royale. I love him. And shout out Bailey Snow too.
Nice, man. And of course, I mean, are these local bands or local as far as you guys like kind of play with, or when there's a gig coming up?
Yeah, we definitely play with every single body.
For sure, yeah.
Nice.
And and we have a collaboration with Vanny Preem, who's someone we filmed a video with him recently that might be coming out soon. So just a little teaser, but definitely trying to make it a scene.
No, for sure, man. And of course, I mean, when it comes to you guys playing outside the city, like you said, you want to be a household name, not just be known locally. I mean, getting that local support, of course, is going to help. But I mean, at the same time, if you guys traveling outside the state even more, hopefully later this year, man. I mean, it'll give you guys a little recognition, man.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Let me ask you, and this is a question we'll go once again from left to right, man. If there's a band that you could play with this year that's playing this year, who would it be?
Playing this year?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's still active, I mean, as far as like,
it would probably be Dry Cleaner. As far as like new bands that like grab my attention, their sound is like new to me, and I just really fuck with it. That's probably my band I would probably play with. For real.
Okay. Cool, man.
Dry Cleaner?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I heard that metal bands have really good catering, so they got a lot of food and they take care of you. So I'm gonna go with Megadeth. I would definitely love to do a show with them.
Damn, that'd be dope.
And play too. That'd be dope.
You're stupid.
Let's see. I think I would play with. So I don't know how recent it was. I think it was sometime last year. The Cure had a reunion or some really long show. They played like every single song they ever dropped. Like, I'd love to play with the Cure right now. I've been listening to Robert thing. Like, yeah, I'm listening to them like so. I wish our drummer was here. He put me on, but I'm fucking.
Yeah.
He would take over if you were talking about the Cure.
Yeah.
I love it.
You see, man, and that's kind of like the playlist, like I said, dude. Because of course, I mean, for me, listening to bands like GBH, Warzone, Hardcore, I mean, the Smiths, Cord Morrissey, the Cure, everybody's in the mix. The Bajas, I listen to a little bit of everything. But yeah, but when it comes to music, I mean, I guess for me personally, it's a lot. Has to do a lot with how I'm feeling that day. So if I want to mellow out, I'll throw on some ska music. If I want to like wake up, I'll put in something hard. So let me ask you. My question is, man, if you're home and you're just chilling, man, what song can we hear you playing?
Left to right again.
Yeah, do it left to right.
I mean, it goes back to my influences. So Dinosaur Jr., the Smiths, like you already said, the Cure. I'm a huge Cure fan. I should have said that in the beginning, but Simon Gallup, love all of his bass lines. They're amazing. And a Beacon School, this another new band I've been fucking with. They go really hard.
Nice, man.
Well, despite these leather jackets and looks, I love some bossa nova music. Esrito, oh my God.
You can't even pronounce
it. Her last name is Gilberto. Austria Gilberto. There you go.
Something like that.
Gilberto.
Let's go.
Yeah. That,
I don't think you pronounced it right.
I did. Chat. Challenge me on that. Did I say it right? But
I'm it about right, man. So you're good.
Yeah, there you go. See. Yeah. Some classic Motown.
Nice.
Yeah. I really love the like the songs, like the way that they were structured. They were just great. A lot of 90s West Coast rap, like Dog Pound, freaking Snoop Doggy Dogg, Pac, the whole Death Row family. Oh yeah, all the bangers, yeah.
Yeah, and despite my affinity towards rock music, I'm chronically online, and I love all the internet music. So Drain Gang, I love Blade, Young Lean, Yule, anything that doesn't sound like a real instrument, and you can somehow record it. I'll probably listen to that too.
Yeah.
Man, bro, and of course, I mean, you said the drummer couldn't make it today, man. But when it comes to his musical, do you guys know what he jumps out to?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What would Carlos say? Right
it would be Joy Division, the Smiths, the Cure,
Dystopia.
That's another band I forgot to mention.
The Garden.
The Garden. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably his like top 5 almost.
Yeah.
Man, let me say this, because I mean, when it comes to covers, man, do you guys do covers like of the Cure cover?
We got one.
We got a cover.
I cannot sing
like Robert Smith.
Yeah. I can't sing like Robert Smith. I can't sing like
No, dude, but it'd be dope to freaking. It'd be badass to get you to sing it the way you do, man. Just to freaking throw it out there, dude. That'd be freaking cool, man.
No, we usually sound check with M. That's like one of our favorite songs by the Cure.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, that 17 seconds tape goes crazy. You haven't heard it, right? This shit is hard.
Man, well, maybe soon, man. I mean, if you guys warm up to that one, then maybe you guys can throw one in the mix when it comes to a set, dude. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be crazy.
Man, and of course, as far as music, man, I mean, of course, you guys, love to jam out and play, but what any sports, man? Do you guys play any sports outside the music?
Play. I bet on sports.
he is a parlay master in the making. But I kind of capped at like high school where I played basketball. I was on the swim team and
it's crazy.
football. Yeah, he's actually Isaiah.
Yo, I don't know
Isaiah's actually the best football player.
Nigga, chill out, bro.
In our family, he is.
Sorry. I don't know if this is too much, but I literally, no coincidence, I'm wearing my high school.
Look at that.
My high school. So I did play tennis in high school.
Nice, man.
Same thing with my brother. I capped out at high school. I only did football and rugby. Those were my favorite sports growing up. So. Yeah.
Damn, dude. We used to do. We had some friends from Houston, man, that we met up through the scene, man. And at one point, they were playing rugby, and they were like, "Yeah, I want to play." I knew what it was, but I never played it. All they had to say was like, "Man, we're sponsored by Shiner Beer. Like, it's free beer, bro." So
yeah, bro.
We showed up, man. We were out there every Sunday at Almost Park, bro.
You get a good club, and they be treating you right. So,
dude. So we'd be out there, So fun times, man. I mean, of course, but we used to stay out there and just play till sundown, bro, and be home pretty tipsy, But yeah, man. I mean, as far as sports, man. I mean, when it comes to playing, I mean, of course, do you guys incorporate anything that you guys have done as far as sports into the music, man? I know it's a creativity. From tennis. I mean, I'm not saying that there's any musical ties, but I mean, are you kind of like, when you were playing tennis, that you used to listen to the same music and kind of like influence you to like pursue, guitar playing and everything?
Technically, so in high school, Playboy Cardi dropped Whole Lotta Red, and
banger.
It had guitar samples. So during that time, I was really interested in that shit. So it kind of made me want to explore that avenue of music. So.
Nice, man.
Sure. I would say nothing really crazy, but the teamwork aspect of competitive sports and also the competitiveness, because I mean, it's not the Josh Stephenson ego band, it's I got 3 other guys with tendencies and how they like things in different ways. So we got to learn how to gel together, because it takes 4 people to make our sound. And just wanting to be better than everybody else, like looking at the competition and seeing like, how far can we take this? So that all that comes from a little bit of that background.
Yeah, for sure, man.
And like, at least in my case, I love sports and I love music, but aside from, like you said, maybe listening to music while I'm like doing the sports stuff, I don't know, especially during that time in high school and stuff, like, I won't say I was taking maybe music a little bit too seriously, but it would be like, okay, like I need to go out, let me go outside and not be in the house like playing tennis or something, like, but no, I love both of them. I love both of them, music and sports.
No, for sure, man. And of course, I mean, I gotta ask, man, when it comes to family, I mean, what did they think about this? About you guys, playing and going out and traveling and playing in a band?
Luckily, we come from a family structure where, if you want to be an astronaut to a train conductor to training Siamese tigers, hey, we're all there for you. We're supporting you. Do the best you can. So we're lucky that we have that, because that type of support in the beginning is really, really critical, because that can make or break whether or not you want to keep doing what you're doing. So.
Right.
Yeah, and in my case, as long as I wasn't getting into trouble, it was all good. It was all good.
As long as you wasn't fighting
were my parents at every single one of my recitals, shows, all that stuff? Like, nah, but they were there, so I can't hate on it. I can't hate,
man. And of course, I mean, when it comes to you guys, you said you and your brother started the band, so I mean, being that he was your brother, I mean, me and my brothers used to fight all the time. I mean, not physically, but we're always, So how did that work for you guys? I mean, when you were in the band, were you guys still like competitive, or just kind of like feeding off each other?
Well, so that was the main thing. Whenever we first started, I didn't want that at all. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna pick up bass, you pick up guitar, and we're both gonna strive to be the best at that instrument, and just jamming. It was easier, you know. I play bass, he plays guitar. We just have a drum track, you know, playing the background.
Oh my God, them YouTube drum tracks.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how it was.
To me, it felt way easier, you know, and it felt I had, you know, a partner to help me out with it. So
Yeah.
That was definitely critical. Yeah.
Man, and of course, I mean, when it came to learning how to play, I mean, you just mentioned, I mean, was this you guys just picked by getting a guitar and okay, let's see what we can do?
Oof. Okay, so when I first picked up the guitar, when I first picked up the guitar, it was like 2009, and this is like, if anybody that played guitar during like the late 2000s or wanted to learn, it was either you get lessons, or you go on YouTube University and you look up somebody like Marty Schwartz, or you'll like your whole YouTube, you know, like history would be like how to play this song or how to play this song, you know. So it was like that. But you know, that was definitely hard, especially if you're not like really like dedicated. Because you know, if you're a high schooler, you know, you're trying to chase girls, you're trying to hang out with your friends, you're trying to damn, do I got a biology test tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not, it's a whole lot being thrown at you. So yeah, that was definitely hard in the beginning.
Yeah. I was in band since like middle school. That's when I really got my start with the music stuff. I started in band, started playing saxophone. And then when I was like maybe 12, I started playing guitar. Never really was in any bands, just had lessons for a little bit, and then just kept kind of learning from there, just learning songs that I liked up until now. So I've been playing for well over 10 years at this point. So
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I was gonna say too, because when it comes to actually going to school to actually learn how to play, I mean, I would assume, like I can't learn off YouTube. Like I've tried it, man, and I need somebody to be there and be like, hey, do this, do that. Yeah, like hands on, man. So the fact that you guys were able to pick that up to YouTube, that's pretty cool. I mean, I'll give you that, because I can't do that shit.
Oh yeah, shout out Rocksmith. Yo,
he forgot that
during like the coronavirus shit that was going on, and everybody was like locked in their house. Thank God for Rocksmith. Yeah, that game by Ubisoft really it helped me with fueling my passion for wanting to get better, because it was like another avenue that I could use to help me learn. You know, it wasn't gonna make me like a virtuoso, but it would definitely make me be like, damn, it's been a whole day and I ain't got a chance to play my guitar yet, you know. Because that's really the hardest battle in the beginning, is picking up and playing it every day, you know.
No, for sure, man. And I know you mentioned the whole COVID thing, man, because I mean, I'm here in San Antonio, man. When the whole thing broke out, it was actually here. It's actually at the base behind me.
Damn.
You know, so it started here, and it was just like from like a Monday to from like a Sunday to Monday, everything was shut down. Like it was just you couldn't go anywhere, you couldn't do anything, and you know, I mean, I have a lot of friends that were affected. You know, I know people that lost families. You know, very unfortunate. For me, I was a contract delivery driver, man. So I was busy. Like people were working from home, and I was just delivering furniture like all day, you know, for months. You know, so I stayed busy throughout that whole time. But I mean, at the same time, I had to be cautious and wear a mask and you know do what I had to do, man. But
definitely feel you.
We know that process.
I definitely feel you when you say like delivering. What you say again? Delivering furniture. During that time period, we were working for Mattress Firm, which was hell. It was awful. It was awful. So I definitely understand about doing what you got to do, you know, to keep yourself afloat.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, you know, like I said, I was very fortunate, man. I mean, I didn't have anybody close to me, you know. For the most part, you know, my girl works at the hospital, so of course she was, you know, at that time she was working, you know, the same time being cautious because it was going on over there as well. You know, it was everywhere. But for myself, I was just, you know, staying busy and making money, man. Pay bills, you know, got to pay off a lot of stuff because of it. But yeah, man, I mean, and at the same time, I will say this, man, the only regret during that whole time was that I had started my podcast, but I stopped because I was like, oh, nothing's going on. But I think that would have been the perfect time because
you were right at the bubble. You were right at the bubble, man.
Yeah.
that's when it took off. I mean, everybody, mama was starting podcasts, starting.
Yeah, dude. So it's just like, I mean, that's the only thing. It's like after everything slowed down and I had time, I was like, well, let me kick it off, get it going. But yeah, man. But I mean, of course, I mean, like I said, here in San Antonio, man. I mean, I know you guys just played outside your state, dude. But maybe someday you guys can come out here to Texas, man.
Hey, shout out Texas. Hey, Texas, we love y'all, and we would love to come see y'all in person at your home state and do what Texans do. So shout out Texas.
No, for sure, man. And of course, I mean, like you said, you're gonna drop the first single. I mean, it is gonna be out there. You said
next week.
And this is gonna be next Thursday, right? Correct?
Yeah.
And of course, for people to listen to this, I mean, I know you guys are gonna be posting it on your social media. So I mean, for them to follow you up on Instagram and I know you said YouTube and Twitter as well, correct? And
for sure.
And let me ask you, because of are all the platforms under the same Militia2ix?
The YouTube is under official Militia Booking.
Okay, yeah. I saw that when I plugged it in, and I said, okay, I just wanted to correct that because I have a thing where everything I do it has to have the same name, because I'll forget. It's like same thing with my password. If I change it on one thing, I do all of them, bro. Because if not, I'll be up a creek. Sucks. But yeah, man. But of course, when it comes to attire, man, because of course you guys come from different backgrounds. I mean, when it comes to music, different influences. So when you guys are out there playing, I mean, what do you guys do? Just dress casually, or what do you guys throw on?
Shit, some Jordans, some leather, some denim. Because like I said, when the music that we play, it's all about like
energy.
You know what I'm saying, and the image that you project. So because see, like, it's different whenever you go up to a band and ain't got no swag. You know what I'm saying, but when you add the swag on top of the musicianship and the energy and the show and how we play the songs, you'd be like, oh my God, it's too much. It's too much. Yeah. So, but definitely that.
Nice, bro.
Is it still up there?
Yeah, you got it.
You got it. I would definitely say I like the grunge attire. So like flannels, Vans type shit. That's my shit for real.
I like to move around too much on stage, so I gotta wear a shirt,
with no wireless cord either.
Some loose jeans, some shoes that are not gonna make me slip on a random beer. I'm gonna spill because I'm knocking something over. So,
man, and of course, I mean, I asked earlier as far as like the craziest show you guys played at. Do you have a favorite? I mean, of course, not to overlook any of the events, but I mean, is there one that kind of just everything fit, everything was perfect, and you guys were like, man, this was a good set?
Shit, the DRI show. That to me, the DRI show to me was the best, because earlier that year, around like February of like 2024, we were watching them on YouTube. They did a show with Slayer and I forgot the other band, and then fast forward to November where we're sharing a bill with them. I was like, what? That was a great opportunity. That was great.
And here's another shout out too. Shout out Cloud Chaser. They're from out here.
Cloud Chaser.
Very first show. We played our first show with them. They're I'd say like a experimental like math rock 2-piece band. It's just a guitarist and a drummer. They play.
They're killer.
When we're talking about musicians, they're like top not 1%. Like they're out of this. But they came. We played a show with them. That was our first show we ever played. Fast forward until the DRI show. At least for me, I had seen the guitarist like front row while I was playing a solo, and I was like, I know, and he showed love afterwards. So yeah, that's the one I definitely remember for sure.
Shout out Cameron.
Man, that's cool, man. And how did you guys get to get on that bill? I mean, did you know somebody? I mean, did they pick you guys up, or how did that happen?
Oh, not to flex my booking skills, but I was just just sending out like mass inquiries, to respective venues, and I was like, hey, we're Militia2ix, we go hard, so you should like rock with us, and Kings was like, yeah, we'll book you, and then he was like, wait, hold on, we got DRI, and then I was like, DRI, I was like, they're legends, so let's make that happen. And then they looked at the bill, and it was like, yeah, we're cool with them, we'll do it. and then it just happened like that. It was definitely a great opportunity. You know, great opportunity.
No, for sure, man. Let me ask you this, man. If you would have been at that show, and each of you guys, of course, you know, you play different instruments. If one of the guitar player would have been out and they were like, "Hey, man, we need somebody to step in," I mean, how ready would you guys have been to jump in the band and help them out, man?
I would not have been ready.
I would have been ready.
I just would have been chugging on the E the whole time.
Oh yeah,
I just would have been palm muting the whole time.
you're like, dude, that'd be cool though, man. But yeah, bro. I mean, when it comes to like I said, I mean, when it comes to influence, these bands, I mean, there's a lot of upcoming bands. I mean, I know personally here, I mean, I don't make a lot of the shows here locally, man. There's a lot of good bands that come through, a lot of old bands that are still coming through. You know, I mean, hopefully this year I'll be able to attend a few events. But for you guys, I mean, of course, you're musicians, but I mean, you're fans as well. So if there's no gig, are you guys out there at a local, you know, place supporting and all?
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
All the time.
Nice, bro. And of course, I mean, the single's coming out, man. But what about merch, man? What do you guys have?
Yo, where the box at?
I don't know where it's at, but
Yo, where the
we
box
got
at?
merch.
We got merch. You know, it would have been clutch to be like, blam, you know, we got it, but we don't. But we do got it. We got one of them is another single that's coming out soon. It's called "I Lost My Way," and it says "Militia Lost My Way," and all shirt is white. We got red and black.
Sweet, man.
In colorway. Huh?
Shows.
Oh yeah, and then we'll also use the opportunity to set up shop during our shows too as well. So you know, hey, if you like the music, you know, you can come rep the game with us. You know, here's a shirt. You know, like I probably say like 8 times out of 10, you know, we definitely walk out with some cash. You know, from people,
dude.
And wanted to, you know, to rep us. So
no, for sure, man. And that's what it takes because like I was saying, like with that zine that I had back in the day, man, I had done my first issue. I sent it to this record label in New Mexico, and I'm like, hey, man, like I'm here in San Antonio. You know, I've just dropped my first zine. I had like 3 interviews on there. I had some reviews and stuff. I mean, I just kind of put whatever I could on it. The guy calls me. He's like, hey, you know, this is John, right, from Vulture Rock. And he's like, man, how's the scene out there? And I'm like, dude, it's fucking hot, dude. Like, there's shows every weekend. So he sends me a box full of fucking vinyl, dude. Like, he's like, hey, I'm going to send you some stuff if you can sell it and send me back a money order, right? So I started with him. From him, he got another record label to start sending me shit from New York. From him, I got a guy in Germany sending me stuff. I had like 5 record labels sending me like vinyl shirts. And here I am selling out of the trunk of my car, bro, going to shows in Austin, Houston, just selling, dude, and you know, sending them their money. But that's kind of how my vinyl collection started growing, man, because I used to keep a piece from everything they sent me, bro. So, you know, so that was pretty cool, man. I mean, I didn't know what I had. You know, when I called it quits, I was going through a lot, so I just stopped. But that's my only regret, man. Who knows what I could have made out of it, dude. It was, shit.
I bet it was some fire shirts as well.
Yeah. No, yeah, dude. They used to send me all sorts of stuff, man. I mean, my vinyl collection, dude. I got like fucking milk crates full of stuff, dude. So I'm always grateful. I always throw the turntable on. Now let me ask you, man. When it comes to playing, because I did mention the vinyl earlier, but you know, I mean, right now, I mean, the single's gonna drop. Would you guys drop anything on cassette format? Would you guys do any like physical media as well?
If we had enough of an outcry from like the hardcore, you know, music collectors, be like, hey, dude, I gotta have that song on a cassette. You know, if we get about 10 of them, then yeah, we'll maybe consider it. You know, maybe. Yeah. But not nothing like right now.
No, for sure, man. And I'm just plugging that in because I mean I do interview like you know, record labels. I do interview guys that actually drop cassettes, you know, even now, and it's always an opportunity, you know. So if something happens and you guys are like, hey, we need this, you know, I can tag you guys and see if y'all can make something happen, man.
Cool.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
No problem, man. And of course, you said you have the gigs Valentine's Day weekend, man. So of course, for those that are listening, if they don't have a date, they can just go hear you guys play, right, that weekend.
Yeah, hey, we got a whole lot in store that whole weekend. If you in Greensboro on Valentine's Day and ain't got shit to do,
Greensboro, North Carolina.
Pull up. Greensboro, North Carolina. Pull up to it's called the the eco. And then on the 16th, like I said, we're going to back to Raleigh and rip up Neptune's Parlor. And then on the 22nd, we're gonna 21st, we're gonna be playing with the Lawn Chalk Band and a couple others over in Winston-Salem.
Okay,
So
sweet.
yeah, at the den.
And now let me say, man, because there's this video that pops up, and it's been years that I've seen. And the other day I saw another band. The first one I saw was this band that was playing at a Denny's, bro. They were just fucking in the dining area, just fucking shit out. There was another one that popped up the other day that they got to jam out at McDonald's, right? A McDonald's location. They were just fucking jamming, dude. So if there's a restaurant out there that you guys could play at, man, what would it be, bro?
Waffle House. I'm playing in Waffle House. I'm playing next to the stove. Actually, I'm playing on the stove in the
Oh shit!
I'm playing on top of the counter where you're supposed to.
Yeah.
I'm playing that too.
We're playing a cookout. We're saying all North Carolina places.
Yeah,
basically.
What the fuck this is?
Cookout. But if I was on the West Coast, In and Out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Man, y'all gotta come out here and play at a Whataburger, bro. That's what we got over here. We got In and Out now. I still have yet to go to one. I mean, people keep saying it's good, but
you gotta come. You gotta come and get Cookout. Come to North Carolina and get Cookout.
Nice, man. Hell yeah, dude. No, for sure, man. And of course, bro. I mean, I appreciate you guys jumping on here, man. So tell me, I mean, is there anything y'all want to say before we wrap this up, man?
Next single. Next
week. Make a play. Soon.
Nice.
Shout out to all of our supporters, everyone who's been showing us love since we started 2 years ago.
We appreciate that.
You're the reason we even got this far. We like I said, we started playing in a unit, like a storage unit.
Hot as hell in the summer. Cool as fuck.
You see, and when I brought up that question earlier, that's why I brought it up, because I thought you guys were gonna say like, yeah, they're playing in that container, bro. Because I saw that picture and I said, man, that can't be real, man.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, that was where it all started. And it wasn't even just one. We went from one on it's kind of like a joke. We kind of say like, oh, and we're kind of doing something cool, or like something maybe people weren't expecting us to do. We'll be like, yeah, we're on the Merc with it. Because in Fayetteville, there's a street called Murchison Road. You don't want to drive there. That's where our unit was.
Definitely. You don't want to be driving there anything before 12 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah, so we started there, went to another storage unit, and then another one. Then we eventually got a place. But yeah.
Man, dude, well, those some humble beginnings, man. So that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. It definitely wasn't like in the movies. We played one gig at a bar and some executive with a cigar in his mouth. Hey, you guys got something great. Here's my car. You know, like it was.
Not yet, man. It's coming, bro. It's coming. But I appreciate it, guys. I mean, of course, don't hang up yet, everybody. Of course, once again, MILITIA2ix. This is Spider, Working Class Nobody. Till next time, follow up.